Hello everyone. In this tutorial, we are going to provide a solution to this beautiful absolute value inequality. The absolute value of x minus 1 plus the absolute value of x minus 2 greater or equal to 4. One thing you should know about absolute values, they always transform values to positive, irrespective of whether they are negative or positive. For instance, if I have the absolute value of negative 2, this is always what? This is always equal to 2. It will transform it to positive 2. Irrespective of whether it is positive or negative, it will give an output of a positive value. So having an unknown variable here, we cannot conclude whether what is under the absolute value is positive or negative. So we can assume it is either negative or positive. So I'm going to write like 4 conditions. Since we don't know whether they are positive or negative, we're going to assume both are positive, both are negative. One is negative and the other one is positive. So let's start with the first one. The first condition, I'm going to assume that this is positive, this is positive. So if it is positive, just consider it as x minus 1 plus the second one, x minus 2. The whole of this greater or equal to 4. Remember your conditions. If this is positive, it implies that the whole of x minus 1 is greater or equal to 0, which if you solve, you're going to get x greater or equal to 1 for the first one. And this one will be x greater or equal to 2. Because it is only if x is 1 or any other number greater than 1 that you will get a positive number here. Take for instance, 1 minus 1 is 0. If x is 2, 2 minus 1 is 1, which is positive. So all values greater or equal to 1 will make this to be positive, and x greater or equal to 2 will make this to be positive. So we solve this. X and x will give us 2x. Minus 1 minus 2 is minus 3. But we can take minus 3 over the inequality sign and it will become positive. 4 plus that 3 will give us 7. So this is 7. Then we divide both sides by 2. This implies that x is greater or equal to 7 divided by 2. So we are done with the first solution. Then we are going to assume both are negative. If this is negative, we are going to negate everything. This times negative will be negative x. This times negative will be positive 1. Then this times negative will be negative x. This times negative will be positive 2, greater or equal to 4. It means that we are assuming that both are negative, which means that if this is negative, it means that x minus 1 is less than 0. And if x minus 1 is less than 0, it implies that x is less than 1. So any other value less than 1 will make the whole of this to be negative. Like maybe if this is 0, 0 minus 1 is minus 1. Do the same thing for the second one. It will be x less than 2. So we solve this. Negative x is negative 2x. 1 plus 2 is 3, but you take 3 over the inequality, it becomes negative. 4 minus 3 is 1. Since we are looking for x, we are going to divide both sides by negative 2, which is going to change the direction of the inequality. So we have x less than or equal to negative 1 divided by 2 over this interval. Then lastly, we are going to assume that this is negative, this is positive. But just observe, once you negate this one, it becomes negative x plus 1. You leave this as positive x minus 2. You see, eventually the x's will cancel, and we don't want that situation. And do it vice versa, the x's will cancel. So I'm not going to take this condition. These two are sufficient. So you can see our solutions. This is equivalent to 3.5. And 3.5 is greater than 1 and 2. Therefore, our solution will have to begin from that 3.5 up to positive infinity. If you like, you can plug all of these 3 on an inequality line, number line, just to find out the intersection. So let me do that for you. But let me start from this one. So assuming I have, let me use 0 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let me start with this one. We have negative 1 here, but negative 1.5. Okay, this is even negative 0.5 situated somewhere here. So if I should consider this one, it will be from here way to negative infinity, right? And this one, where is 1? Under here, right? Where is 2? Can you see the intersection of the three lines? It begins where? Under this negative 1 over 2. This is where you have an intersection. Therefore, the solution will be from negative infinity down to negative 1 over 2. But negative 1 over 2 is included. Union. 7 over 2 is 3.5, I told you. Situated here. Is greater, right? 1 situated here, then 2 situated here. Can you see the intersection between the three lines? It begins here, therefore it has to be 7 over 2 down to positive infinity. So this is the solution in an interval form, but if you like, you can leave it in an inequality form. X greater than 7 over 2, x less than or equal to negative 1 over 2, but you cannot link the two inequalities because we have a gap here. As simple as that. Thank you for watching. Do share to your learning colleagues and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more exciting videos. Bye-bye.